Hey guys, welcome. Just finished building my brand new home studio. Hopefully you guys like it. Not perfect, but we're getting there, so I can make these type of videos a little bit more often for you. So today I wanted to talk about how you can 10x your revenue from the same exact product. Well, not product, but from starting from an idea. How can you make it so that when you're designing a product, you can get long-term success? And it's one little secret, and it's really interesting and important for you to make that mindset switch, because a lot of people get stuck in that idea stage, and I want to sell my idea, but the key is not the idea itself, is what you do afterwards. So let's get right into it. So most people stop at this idea stage. So they have this great idea, they go, okay, I have an idea, I have a framework for the idea, so I'm able to execute it really well and get people results. But honestly, that's it. I don't have anything else. Well, I was no exception when it comes to that, because I did the same thing. My background, of course, is in design, and at first, when I first started out, I was selling web design, right? So making websites, and we were doing pretty well. We were doing like about $6,000 per client, which is not too shabby. It's kind of an average price for a website. It's not super high. People go over $10,000 quite easily, but not super low. There's like people make websites for like $300. So we were middle of the road. But when we implemented this idea of turning our agency into a brand, our revenues literally went from $6,000 per client to 60, which is pretty insane considering it's such a small change. Well, essentially, the whole issue with this is that you need to figure out how to sell multiple things to your client. Selling them only one thing limits you in terms of how much revenue you make. And this idea of turning yourself into a brand compared to selling a specific product, that's the idea that changes everything. Essentially, what happens is that once you're a brand, you can keep adding products to your product offering and still being able to provide huge value to your clients long term. And what I mean by brand is, I don't actually mean brand as in like a logo or colors. That's not what I mean. I mean identity, right? So calling yourself something or calling your product something that's not your name, because name it has a different feeling to it. It associates to a person, right? By a brand, you kind of associate to a company and you automatically think that they're going to have multiple products, right? So for example, if I say that I am an expert, Alex Trechikov is an expert and I work at Links Digital, there's a completely different tone than me saying Links Digital is an expert at YouTube ads, right? So that's the difference. And once your brand is established, you can keep adding things to it. Like for example, Links Digital is not all about YouTube ads. It's a course, a YouTube ads course. It's mentoring. It's agency services. It's JV partnerships, etc., etc., etc. So we can provide value to our clients over and over and over again, indefinitely, pretty much, right? So when you're thinking about, starting a business or designing some sort of a product, you really need to think about in terms of packaging. Packaging is a really important idea where you definitely need framework that works. You definitely need a pricing strategy that will allow you to make money. So margins are really important to figure out how you can sell it so you can make a profit. You need to have a delivery strategy. But one important thing is that people don't add is you need to add branding or brand or identity to that product, and by adding that, it will allow you to basically serve your clients indefinitely, because you can keep adding things. You can make a joint venture partnerships with another provider, and they will and you will be able to make money basically indefinitely. So I hope you enjoyed this little tidbit. for this week, and I'll see you next time.
Walk with our feet on the ground, and we will talk with our head in the clouds, and we will walk